Hey everybody, and welcome back to the LuckyDog podcast. This is your host Elias Rauch. Today we're discussing Travis Scott's new Astroworld album. His third album in his lineup over the past couple of years. I believe it's been 4 years. Third album by Grand Hustle Records, Epic Records, and Cactus Records. So my history with Travis Scott, just as anyone else, he's just only in the past, I think, 5 to 6 years really become a superstar, fanatic, fandom, way up there, big money millionaires, dating, having babies with billionaires. This guy has become one of the superstars of the 21st century. Didn't see it happening, but very glad it did. He has a unique style that it's very difficult to match. That can be contributed a little bit by Kanye West, which I'm a little bit hesitant to even mentioning in this podcast anymore. He's really dug himself a hole. But Travis Scott has bloomed out of everything. Good Money kind of deteriorated at. And I think that this album really secures more grounding in Travis Scott's future, bringing unique hip hop to the forefront. Because I mean, when you hear Travis Scott, you know it's Travis Scott. I mean, there's 110 different SoundCloud rappers that you can all say, oh, that's Lil something, Lil who, Triple X this, Triple X that. Travis Scott, everyone knows it's Travis Scott. So I just want to go over a couple of the top songs I heard on his album. I went through the entire Astroworld album and was kind of just trying to pick some of the songs that really stuck out to me. I'm not going to really go into any detail about his personal life and all of that, kind of like we did in the Drake review. We went into some a little bit of detail about his personals. But I don't think we necessarily need that for this review, so we're going to just keep it to the simples and the simple basics of what the songs are and what we think might be the next Kiki, do you love me, do you need me, all that. People are already done with half the Drake album because they killed it on all other forms of social media. I mean, you can't go anywhere without hearing Kiki. So yeah, here is my top list from top to bottom of the songs that I thought really stuck out to me. Stargazing. I thought Stargazing was a great opening song. It definitely sets the tone of what it's going to be. One thing I did notice in most of his songs is that almost all of the songs have about 2 to 3 180 key shifts. I mean, they literally turn a foot and turn into another song halfway through the song. So yeah, I really thought that Stargazing was a good song, good opening song. Not even just the opening. I think it really sets the tone for what the album is showing. I mean, it looks like everyone's going having fun at this Astro World circus looking place on his album. It kind of it's unique. I can't really. It's kind of like future punk, sort of future hip hop punk. I don't know what exactly the categorization is, but if I can find it, I'll add it in. But the other song I really thought really worked was R.I.P. Screw. I think that this one really came through. So having Sway Lee in the background is who you're hearing. It really sets the tone, kind of the chorus. What we're feeling. How we're supposed to be bobbing our head. How we're supposed to be feeling the music. And I think that he really sets a good tone. And I like when Travis Scott works with artists that have that key tone and key shift. So the next song I was really impressed by was No Bystanders. Um, this was a good song to place around the middle of the album, and I really thought that this it it worked. So yeah, I think this is a good song that he needs to have on there because it's more traditional standard rap. Because I mean, you can't just drop an album like this and then expect everyone to hop on this kind of spacey, airy feelings of all this other hip hop and rap. I mean, what he does is he he intertwines hip hop and rap with like this um, euphoric space operatic feeling, as what I would say. I would just like it's it's kind of wondrous a little bit at parts, and then other parts it's he'll go in and he'll go hard and be like he'll bring the the piano in or the organ in or dun 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 dun, and the different key shifts and tone shifts and just how how he forms his music is very unique. So I think that it works. So on to the next song. I thought that the next song that really stuck out to me was Astro Thunder. Just the beat that he has laying behind Astro Thunder is one of the more memorable beats from the album. Um, he has producers all throughout the album, so he doesn't have like a set standard producer on this one specifically. So I just yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. You see, can you hear the space? Dun, dun. Yeah, you can hear that in the background. So he's got like some space feelings in the background. So, but I call it space feelings. I don't really know how else to say it, but if there's a better uh, word for it or something like that. But the next song that really stuck out to me. This might be my kiki. It's either this one or one a little bit lower down. But this is Yosemite. So I love the guitar in the background that is intertwined with the beat. It's kind of old school and it gives a unique sound. Kevin Gates is kind of doing some guitar work with some of his music as well. This kind of has a butterfly effect sound to it. His song. So yeah, I thought that Yosemite is an effective song to put toward the end. I mean, it really hypes it up. It gets you in the mood, and you understand where he's kind of coming from, and what we're supposed to be feeling, what we're supposed to be vibing to, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. The next song is called Who What. So I thought that this song is one of the hard ones that's going to come in, and this might be the other Kiki that we got to keep an eye on. But the thing about Travis Scott is he never really has the big bangers. He might drop one or two. Like I think Butterfly Effect, he dropped that like maybe a year ago. So he's had Astroworld in the making for that long. So we you got to keep an eye. I know he already dropped 3 more songs today. Or the day of Astroworld dropping, so you just got to keep an eye on it. So one of the last songs on it, so it's kind of like a classic vibe. You hear that? It's Coffee Bean by Travis Scott. It's got this, yeah, like you can kind of hear it's just kind of more of a classic beat. It's not too spacey. It's a little different from the rest of his songs. It keeps the vibe going, and it's nice way to vibe out on. So I appreciate everyone listening. Check us out on LuckyDog Podcasts, on Soundcloud, YouTube, and all the other popular podcast apps. Support us at paypal.me/LuckyDogPodcast. Check us out. All the other information you need to know is in the notes. Thank you for listening, and take it easy.